My friends, have you ever noticed how when you slow down, you get more insight? You even remember really important key pieces of information. Have you found that when you slow down, you're able to think a lot clearer? You know, the mind relaxes, you gain more intuition, more insight, more clarity. It's such an important thing to remember. When you're trying to create any kind of breakthrough in any discipline, setting that time aside to slow down, and it's so incredibly obvious, but it's so often overlooked because we find ourselves just falling into this routine of perpetually doing. So it's this idea of effort in equals result out, but that's not necessarily always the case. And it's so paramount to just take a break because, my gosh, if you don't take a break, you just find yourself operating in this same rhythm. You know, you find that you may be getting things done in a very generic kind of way, and then many times, you know, even in a very impactful way. That's not to say you're not getting things done, but rather there are so many inspired realizations that you can have when you slow down, and you can come back and you can do things better, smarter, more efficient, more effective. And that's why anyone that works in any creative industry, they have these little breakout spaces, they have these studio workshops, these interactions, these moments to share ideas, to reflect, to create a mood board. They have to do that, because if they don't, they'll just be creating the same cellular design, the same grid-like structures. You know, we need to be spontaneous and allow our mind to wander, and even draw from precedents of previous people that have done something similar before us. Because if we're just constantly doing, man, you know, you can watch the years go by. Daniel Priestley said it, you know, 2 days of inspired and strategic, intentional planning will have more impact than just another 2 years of operating in the same way. So if this message finds you, I just want to remind you, to encourage you to take a break, to spend some time doing something a little bit spontaneous. Go for a walk. You know, we've seen that the brain waves light up and the neurology changes when we're moving our body. You can see that on an MRI scan. So imagine how much it's going to change when we start doing more creative things. We start taking a break.